Are we on?
We're on.
Yeah, okay.
I like how we never have a plan to I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk about.
Dude, I scroll through a lot of shit and I'm like, oh, this would be funny to talk about, but then I'm like, oh, this would be so fucking evil to talk about. Because like,
What? I just remembered one thing we thought we were gonna talk about, or something we said we should bring up, because you and I have been talking with the AI
mm-hmm.
and oh, by the way, I already messed up because you got to wait. Well, I forgot how many minutes it is before you can curse on YouTube. Otherwise, the algorithm takes a beat on you.
Oh boy.
But and I'm cursing 30 seconds in. But anyway, and so we're with the AI, ChatGPT and Stable Diffusion and all these image creators. And I said, and I kept running into all these things like ChatGPT will say, this violates our content, blah, blah, blah. Because like I said the word or something. And it just pisses me off because, first of all, it's just me and this bot. There's nobody else, it's not out to the public. So
But
why can't.
Are you using the web version or
Yes.
use it? That's why the web version goes to
Well,
their servers.
I know, but but it should be censored. Like, I don't understand why. But anyway, I had
Dude,
yeah.
they don't want, because I tried setting up the one that's on my computer. I
Yeah.
think I got it to work.
Okay.
Okay, it was speaking English. At one point, it was
I
just
know.
speaking. I mean, I sent you the images. It was just
Yeah.
typing random letters and numbers. I'm like, what the hell? Then
Yeah.
I tried like a couple of different settings and started speaking words, but words that didn't make any sense.
I
And
know.
then I had to try a different setting, and then finally started speaking English. And I sent you the one because I asked it its name.
Yeah.
I'm like, just being a because I
Yeah.
know it's the uncensored one. And I was like,
Yeah.
Emily, well, I'm like, what's your name? It said its name is Emily. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Emily, do you like to suck? And it's
Uh-huh.
like, yes, I do like some. I was like, what the? Okay, I guess I'm on the uncensored version.
Yeah.
I was
But
dying.
but I'm getting this on
Uh,
ChatGPT, but I'm not putting it like I'm not asking ChatGPT to suck my. I think at one point, I forgot what it was. It was something about I was messing around with trying to like write stories, right?
mhm.
And it, it was something about, it wasn't even something I typed. It was something about the like a narrative thing where it was talking about a character laying by the pool, and all it started to say is that the sun was kissing her skin, and then it flipped out and went, and went, this violates the blah blah blah, and I was like, what
Really?
the. Yeah, like it's not. I didn't even ask it to do anything. Also, the sun kissing somebody's skin is not a sexual thing. It's 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 just, that's just a way of describing the sun hitting the person's skin. But anyway, so I was ranting about this in Discord to you, and I had said, what if AI was created in the 80s
Oh,
when
yeah, that's right.
censorship wasn't an actual
Oh my
thing?
God.
Right now, ChatGPT would be telling people the best places to get coke.
Oh,
It would.
good.
Anyway, all
Yeah.
right. I guess that's the end of that topic.
Well, I mean, what happened, man? The 80s was just like that was a crazy time, man. Just the movies that came out,
Dude.
everything came out, like everything was just like even the kids' cartoons. Some people have put up clips of videos of uh like a montage of just kids' cartoons where it's just like, holy Jesus, how the
Yeah.
hell did they
Yeah.
get away with that?
Oh yeah.
And
Dude,
us, we were dumb as we're just like, oh, this is the best cartoon out there.
dude, we went from the 50s with poodle skirts
Hmm.
and women couldn't admit that they had sex, and men didn't think women had orgasms, to the 60s and 70s with free love and drugs and all that. And after that, the 80s was like, woohoo!
Just everybody was just drenched in coke.
Oh, Oh, just crazy. Yeah, didn't matter. Everybody was going crazy.
You were doing coke even if you didn't know you were doing coke.
Yeah, it was anyway. And then AIDS comes out, and for some reason now you can't say online.
Uh,
I don't understand the whole reason for the way things were back like before the 60s and all was all that Puritan religious bullshit. We got rid of that. Like, you know what
yeah,
I
but
mean?
it
Like
seems
it's
to
not
now it's like anti-religious Puritan bullshit. You know what I mean?
exactly.
But
It
it's still Puritan. Like everybody's
it
all
is
like,
more
you
it is
can't
more
see this.
censored.
My feelings. Oh my God, that is right. It's more
Yeah.
censored than it was in the
Oh,
50s.
100%.
Holy shit.
It's crazy.
How,
And
how?
now and now all the tools that are created, first of all, every tool you use for anything is going to be AI. Everything. We're messing with the image creator. Now writers are using. Could you imagine Stephen King trying to write with ChatGPT? Like that's how he learned. Like Stephen King as a kid growing up today uses ChatGPT to come up with his story ideas. And but he can't write anything evil.
I was gonna say it might be censored, but
Exactly. No, he wouldn't be able to do it. You can't do it. You can't write a story with violence in it on ChatGPT.
get the fuck out,
And
really?
ChatGPT is becoming the next word processor.
Ah, well,
Like people aren't going to write on their own anymore. They're going to use this thing. And so it's going to be sensitive. We're going back to like the 1920s. That's what it's going to become.
that's why you
And I
guys.
don't understand why.
That's why you guys set up your own. I mean, I know you don't
Yeah.
want to create a new computer, but that's
Yeah.
why I set up the new computer. Like I
Yeah.
bought a completely separate computer to set this up because
Yep.
what I was trying to do was again set up where it speaks, where the text to speech.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my Christ, man!
Yeah.
Like I don't know what that guy, like that one guy. I mean, I kind of followed his guide to setting up
Hmm.
the uncensored AI,
Yeah.
and I got it to work kind of using his stuff, but in the end, I really had to figure it out on my own.
Yeah.
But I have no clue what I'm gonna do to set up this text to speech stuff, man,
I
because
know.
his setup is completely different than what I have.
Yeah, well, I did there was, a guy that just wrote it in Python. It was actually pretty quick what he did, and all he well, first of all, you need an 11 Labs account for what
Yeah,
he did.
yeah, I don't want to use 11 because you got to pay for that stuff.
Yeah,
There's another one.
exactly.
I forget what it was called,
Yeah.
but I downloaded that one.
Well,
It's like a free version. And so it's
I'm
like,
gonna
let me get it to work before I have to pay for this shit, you know?
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try and find this video because it's the same guy. I forgot his name. AI entrepreneur, but it's spelled with the AI part. Anyway, the little robot dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to find his video because I found, or I want to go through my history here, because he did another one, and I think it's different from the one you were following, and it got kind of funny. But he also, I don't know if he used 11 Labs or not. Anyway, but yeah, so what are you planning on doing with your sex bot,
My sex bot.
your sex bot?
I'm hoping to bring her on the show,
Yeah,
have conversations with her. Like, because there was, dude,
the fuck,
what's up with your face?
I don't know. I'm leaving it like that. Okay, yeah, cleared up.
Because
Uh,
I've read conversation. Well, first off, you can teach them
yeah.
how to think.
Hmm.
So, teach how to be evil, and then get them to speak, I
Yeah.
don't want I don't want something that's clean and Puritan. I want something that's
No,
evil
you
and
want
tells me,
you well,
give
dude,
me
you just want to be able to talk freely.
yeah,
Like I
seriously.
said, I'm trying to write stuff. Like I want to create these YouTube videos. I'm going to use stable diffusion to make the images and all that. So I'm playing with this story writing stuff. And by the way, it's crap. The people that are saying ChatGPT is taking away writers' jobs, it's horseshit.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks at
Oh,
it.
you can tell
Oh yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
like, I've seen some people write stories, it's just like, oof.
I've seen the videos where you can tell that they took ChatGPT to write the story. they had some AI voice and then some AI other thing that picked out the images from like Google and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's horrible. It's dog shit. So in order to write, basically the best way I figured out how to do it, and this is actually pretty cool. You can sit there with ChatGPT and just kind of go back and forth with it to kind of brainstorm stuff. So I started this one story. I have it written down, but I don't think we want to spend the time to go through it. It's not good, but it gives you the idea of what you can do. And one of the things I did is I tried to do like a horror thing where dude's power goes out and um, I don't want to go into the whole thing, but basically, he had a radio out, and he did it specifically because he's trying to hear voices like the ghost hunter dudes do with
Mm-hmm.
their stupid, you hear the static noise, and then you'll hear just a word like Chevy or whatever it is in the middle of the fucking static, and all of a sudden they start talking to a ghost in the show. So I kind of started doing that, but what I was doing was I gave ChatGPT the role of the voice on the radio. In other words, as I'm like talking out loud and asking questions, it's coming up with the responses instead of me sitting there just. And then that led to some weird place where I wound up in a world where the grass loves me. I don't know. It was weird.
What?
Yeah, basically I wound up in a place where so the radio started saying things like um, uh, embrace the darkness, and I'm just like, oh, this is great, this is going to be evil stuff. But no, it's sanitized because it's Chat GPT, and it wanted me to embrace the shadows because therein lies secrets. And I'm like, shadows. So I turn off the
Uh,
flashlight, and so I'm in the dark, and then I got transported into a world where everything's alive, and the grass is alive, and the trees are alive, and anytime I like put my hand near the grass, the grass would like reach for my fingers. I was trying for a horror story. You can't even do that. ChatGPT is just denying the existence of demons. I
well,
wanted I wanted it to be like fucking, Annabelle or those type of things.
because they're trying to do a startup and they're trying to sell it to investors.
Okay.
And the
There's
last thing they want, and this goes again back to
Yeah.
your why don't you advertise on kind of thing. You're
Yeah.
just going to get into that argument again.
Yeah. But
It's the same
look,
thing.
there should be an option in there, being that there are adults in the world
No,
where they
they
can just check a little box that says,
they don't want the words created by Chat GPT next to some slasher fic.
but
They want everything to be safe and sanitized and good, clean, and wholesome.
yeah, well, that's stupid, especially because it's going to wind up in everything. So I'm serious when I say, the new child Stephen King growing up today is going to use this tool, and he's going to be restricted by this tool. So you're not going to have horror stories anymore
You're
because
just
it's
gonna
too
have to.
gruesome.
Well, you can't use the web version. You got to put the uncensored version on your computer. That's the only
I
thing I can
Yeah, but how
say.
many people are going to do that? Me and you are going to do that because we're a little techie. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
dude.
it
Uh,
doesn't scare us to try that stuff. But
and another $1,000 for this damn computer.
yeah,
Though it did
dude,
go a
I'm so
little.
jealous of you with that fucking computer now.
I did go a little overboard. I mean, I could have chosen like an i7 instead of an i9.
Oh, you did go to i9 for the
Oh,
second one?
dude, I went balls
Oh my
deep. I
god.
got the i9. I got 16 gig. I with 32 gigs. I'm probably gonna bump that up to 64.
I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
I didn't realize you
yeah.
went with that. But at
I
the
went.
same time, I just want a separate computer now because I
Mhm.
have my shitty computer that is basically just used for my TV. It's just plugged into my TV now so I could watch like Hulu or YouTube and stuff like that. And I I, I already tried stable diffusion on it, and it just ground it just brought the computer to a standstill.
Oh yeah,
So
because when I tried on my laptop, the laptop the GPU only had 4 gigs,
Yeah.
and this GPU on this computer has 12. Oh
Yeah.
man, it just pops them right out like that. I was like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
oh.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here's the other thing. Stable diffusion, where it creates the pictures,
Yeah.
uses the GPU memory. Okay. Because you know that nice GUI interface that
Yeah.
we have that's
Uh-huh.
beautiful to look at, and you can add all the add-ons and so on.
Yeah.
The AI that I have
Uses the CPU.
uses no. If you
Well,
use the CPU, then you use the command prompt, and you can't
okay.
do it. It looks like you can't do any add-ons or anything.
Yeah.
But if you use the GPU version that uses the GPU, it looks just like Stable Diffusion, kind of like
Oh,
that, with that same GUI interface, has
yeah.
all these add-ons and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this looks it looks amazing to use and so on. But
Yeah.
I'm like thinking, it's like, damn, thank God I got the 12 gigabyte
Yeah.
GPU. Because if I
Yeah.
get the 8 gig, I'm trying to use both at the same time. It's like, but yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
do want to go that route to add the AI, use the GPU version because it looks so much better. It looks a
Oh,
lot
I'm
easier
sure.
to use.
I'm sure everything runs on GPU these days. It's crazy. They're like at this point. I mean, me and you both got i9s. You got i9s and 2 computers, and at this point, everything we're going to use is going to run off the GPU anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't find this damn video. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Probably wouldn't have played anyway.
So now I can't find the video. I was looking for the video that I used to add the when I was trying to do the text to speech. Now I can't find it.
Yeah.
It's Ultrapreneur. That's the guy.
Spell out his name real quick because I'm trying to look.
AITREPRENEUR. That was the guy that I was using. And
Yeah, because I want to find another video because I thought it was funny. Talk to docs. No, voice AI. Here it is. And then there was well, there's a bunch of these things, but let me just see if this is the one.
it's funny because he keeps putting out new videos where, well, this one is now the king. And what that's no longer the king. Now this is the king.
There's like 3 updates a week on this
seriously
stuff. It's crazy. And I love it, by the way. I'm in hog heaven with this stuff. But
it's like, dude, I want to learn one and use one and try to learn it.
That's the thing that I'm having a problem with is as I'm trying to learn something, I'll click on a video and it's something completely different. Like, oh, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. And then the next thing I know, I'm down this rabbit hole of that thing.
Seriously.
Let me see if hang on, I'm going to share this screen. I wanted to show a specific part of this, and I doubt I'm going to find it. See, here's the thing: we don't prepare anything, so we suck at this. And so the parts where we're clicking through. By the way, I went on to our channel just before coming on here to see what's going on, and the last video I posted has a whopping 6 views, and so that's stupid. And then I looked at the our copyright dispute for that little Matrix scene, which, by the way, didn't even play. You remember it kept stopping, and we're talking over it the whole time. It got denied by the copyright owner, our dispute.
Well,
so
I'm gonna deny it. That's so stupid.
It is stupid. It got denied. It wouldn't even play. So it's basically still images of the movie as we're talking over it, and it got denied. So I don't know who the Matrix.
I think. Oh no, there it is.
Well, fuck them. Their last movie sucked anyway. Entire screen.
Okay, what I'm using is for the voice. It's called FFmpeg.
Okay,
that's what I'm using for the voice, or I'm gonna try to use for the voice because I believe it's an open source.
Yeah.
And there's no charge for it, but try and get that to work. Then maybe, if I can get everything to work and it sounds nice and it's pretty cool, because it's like, they're not cheap. It's like, oh, it's $20 per month for this, $20 a month for this. It's like, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Hang on, I gotta get my audio to work here.
But I see another guy here has. Oh yeah, I was looking at his. I forgot how his went, where he does voice to voice. But again, he uses 11 Labs.
Yeah.
It's like
See,
to the
if you're
stage.
cutting this out, you probably want to cut this thing, but
Oh yeah.
I really want to get to this part because I thought it was hilarious. I looked at the viewership, and people are cutting out at 50% of our 60-second short. People are leaving in 30 seconds on our 60-second short video. So it doesn't make a difference.
They look like, oh, what the?
I think this is the part. Here, play this.
I can't hear anything.
You gotta be kidding me, dude. I chose to include the audio. Hang on. Still?
Is
Still?
he speaking?
Yep. Never mind.
No.
It's stupid.
Okay, this looks like
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that looks like kind of like what I'm using.
I think it might be when you started describing it. And he got this stuff from like Hugging Face. The Hugging Face website is apparently where all this stuff comes from.
Dude, man, I nearly threw my computer out the window trying to get that shit started. Because he's like, go to this website, click on the link down below, and go to the site. And I click on the link, and it says, "Oh, we moved everything." I'm like, God damn it! So I go to and I click on it, and it's totally different. Because he's like, "Yeah, just click the download button." I'm like, "There's no download button. Where the fuck is the download button?" It's like, "Oh, you gotta click the green button," and then I'm like, "God damn it!"
Yeah, dude, I did it again, but I don't know if it's gonna play because
record a new voice message.
Okay,
What's
now I
this
get it.
about? Is this some sort of new experiment?
So as you saw, the quality of the
Okay,
audio
this is exactly what I was trying to set up.
Speech is actually very, very decent. And I mean, I gotta say,
there's the part in here, and I
This is
thought
really-
this was it, where when she starts to give him. I'm looking for that part.
just
It's further on. He's like, "What? You don't care about my feelings or something?"
Exactly. And I'm like, it's like a real girlfriend.
I thought we were beyond this.
Let's see. Really? I didn't want popular online. No, this is after. I think that I'm looking for the first part. Hang on, was it here?
Hey, honey, yeah, no problem. Just sit down, you know. And then you're gonna click on stop recording, and it's gonna take a few seconds the first time, but then it's gonna be way, way faster. And then it's
Can you
gonna
hear it?
process the message and then generate the audio.
So what are you doing today?
So yeah, this is really cool. So as you can see, it even transcribed the last sentence. So be careful of what you say. And now if you want to use the silent text to
He goes
speech,
into-
you can deactivate 11 tabs and activate the TTS
I
here.
can't find the part. I
Right
thought
click on the
it
waypoint
was
for
hilarious
example, if you want to
when she
have some
started to give him
fun.
shit.
Hey, love.
I
I hope you haven't been waiting long. The traffic was insane.
And now if you want to respond to your character, you're gonna scroll down a little bit until you see the whisper STT, and then you're gonna click on this button to record from microphone, and then say your text. Hey honey, yeah, no problem, just sit down, you know. And then you're gonna click on stop recording, and it's gonna take a few seconds the first time, but then it's gonna be way, way faster, and then it's gonna process the message, and then generate the audio.
So what are you doing today?
So yeah, this is really cool. So as you can
is
see,
it
it
gonna
even
get to
describes
it?
the
It's
last
after.
sentence. So be careful
It's
of what
after.
you say.
Okay.
And now if you want to use the silent text to speech, you can deactivate 11 tabs and activate the TTS here. Make sure that the play TTS
All
automatically
right, let
is
me click
checked.
forward.
One, and then I'm gonna try again. Oh, you know, just recording a video for my YouTube
See,
channel. So as you saw, like 1 second was enough. In a few seconds, he's gonna
All
record
right,
a new voice
we'll just
message.
talk over
What's this
till it
about?
gets to the
Is
part.
this some sort of new experiment?
So as you saw,
Anyway.
the audio generation for a free text to speech is actually very, very decent. And
I
I mean,
want-
I
I
gotta
wonder
say,
how,
this
like,
is
the
really
character
just fun to
profile is
play
set up.
with. You don't need to type
In other words,
anything, you just
is it
press a
set-
button.
I
and
guess
then
it's
record
he
audio
has
from your
Sarah,
microphone.
the loving
and then have this
girlfriend,
very
or
normal,
Sandra,
very
the loving
fluid
girlfriend. So I guess
conversation.
it's set up
It's
with
really
a specific
super immersive.
personality.
Well,
Well,
I
you
gotta
can.
say,
I think you can
I'm a
prompt it.
pretty famous YouTuber.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure you can prompt it to, like, be
Yeah.
the loving girlfriend. Well, and that's another thing I've seen also is you have to be good at prompts. That's the whole
Yeah.
with
That's-
everything.
That's
even
the
with
rabbit hole I've been going
Mhm.
down. That's what I was doing just before we got on here is looking up different prompts and stuff.
Because in my
And,
raid group, my raid leader was being goofy, and he asked ChatGPT to write a story about all 8 of us, and it I mean, obviously didn't get our characters right,
Yeah.
but it was hilarious how we just
Oh,
some of the
dude,
shit that it
it's
came out with.
dude, I went down a rabbit hole one night. So I wake up at 6 a.m. to work, or 6:30. And I had to go to sleep for the next day. So I woke up that day around 6:30, clocked in, worked. After work, I sat down and started messing with ChatGPT, making up stupid stories and stuff like the one I just told you about. And the next thing I know, it's like 4 a.m. I was like, oh my. First of all, I was like, oh my God, I got 2.5 hours to fucking sleep before work. Not only that, I've been up for 22 fucking hours. Anyway, but it's just fun. But I mean, you know what? I wish I could get the. I should bring up the story and get. Can I find like a text to speech that can read it to us? Hang on a second. Text to speech.
It's fun to use, but trying to set it up, like by the time I was done setting up just the AI, I'm like,
What
oh,
sunshine is to flowers, smiles
Oh
are to
God.
humanity. These are but
Can I
trifles,
pay?
to be sure,
Yeah,
but
next for personal use. I guarantee. Here's the other thing that pisses me off with these things. In order to try them, you have to like log in, which pisses me
yes.
off. Okay, let's see if this works. Hang on a second. Take my share down for a second. I want to go through my stuff and find.
Hold on. Okay. All right.
All right.
So I made the mistake of, after setting up the AI, then trying to do the text to speech,
Yeah.
which I should have like went to bed, but I just was so excited to get this because I got the AI to work. So I'm like, yes, it works. And it speaks English. All right, let's get this text to speech set up.
Yeah.
And I was so aggravated trying to get that well, first the aggravation of getting the AI to work. Then it kind of went away after I got it to work, but then the
Mhm.
text to speech wasn't working, and that just
Oh,
compounded to my aggravation. I haven't
yeah.
touched this shit in like 4 days. I'm just like, oh, so I just need some time to like
Yeah.
relax, not burn out.
I know. It is fun though. That's the thing. Well, okay. Creating what you're doing is not fun because it's not working. But messing with the chat bots and stuff is kind of funny. And of course, you do want the one that'll do whatever. Look, I'm not looking to fucking make a I don't know a fucking chatbot that's gonna do like 900 number talk with me. I don't want it to like shit on my face or any
What?
or any bullshit. I just want. No, what I'm saying is I just want it to be able. I want to be able to tell a horror story. I want to the protagonist to walk into his house and find that someone has killed his wife, so now he has to take revenge. You know what I mean? Like I want a normal story. I don't want no fluffy bullshit. I'm not writing this for kids. So anyway, log in.
Did you click the not safe for work, not for kids button?
Well, that's the thing. Chat, it doesn't have one.
Yeah, I know.
If it had one, that'd be so. Yeah.
And I wonder, do you get that with the $20 a month version?
No, you don't.
Really?
Yeah. Nope. No.
Are you serious?
Absolutely not.
Oh my God, that is bullshit.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
thought the safe for work version was the free version, and then
Yeah,
you got the $20. So you can pay
Exactly.
$20 a month, and it's still censored.
Yes, dude. It's like I wanted. Okay, I'm playing around with basic cable. Now I want Cinemax. No, that's not how it works. It's still censored. That's the thing that pisses me off. And they're all like that. Every one of them, except for the ones you can download to your own computer. There is like this writing software that doesn't censor you at all, and that's great. I forget what it's called. Pseudo write, I think it was called. That's great, but it's not what I'm looking for really, because that's actually sitting there and putting like a script outline, defining different characters and doing. No. I just want to fucking create a story one step at a time. You know what I mean? Like, and then rewrite that into something good and coherent, and then make like a video out of it. So anyway, so there is a software out there that uses AI that can do it, but it doesn't work like ChatGPT. It's for actual writers. And that's, I guess, why it doesn't censor people, because it's for people actually trying to write. It's also for people trying to write novels, which is not what I'm looking to do. But let me see. Oh, God damn it. Am I going to be able to find this stupid thing? Let's see. All right. It was in writing.
Your love story with your grass.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And I guarantee that the text to speech thing that I brought up is not going to read the whole thing. It's going to give me like a paragraph, and then it's going to say you need to buy the whatever you call it.
So that's another thing why I didn't like 11 Labs, because it feels like you have to go to their website to do. I know you can use an API key, but it feels like it would still go through their website to, and you don't know if they're going to censor. That's why I wanted to do that I think it's FFmpeg.
Okay.
Because that goes locally onto your computer.
I got you. All right. I found it.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and present the screen.
Oh boy.
It titled it and everything.
Oh,
and this is literally me telling ChatGPT to just be like the radio voice. And this is what that we came up with back and forth.
Echoes of the Enigma, a radio's whispers.
This is the title.
In the dimly lit room, he found himself surrounded by an eerie stillness, broken only by the crackling static emanating from the radio. The flashlight, precariously standing on its end, cast a feeble circle of light on the ceiling, offering just enough illumination to prevent complete darkness. The abrupt power outage had left him in an unsettling situation. Previously, he had been deeply engrossed in a series of YouTube videos featuring a group of ghost hunters. Their investigations were captivating.
We're stopping it there,
especially
and then I'm going to get to the part with the stupid grass. Because, anyway, so what I would do is I would just give it in just plain English, not in that writing, just in plain English. Then he takes the flashlight, he does this and does that, and then I would make ChatGPT rewrite it, and that's what you're reading, the rewritten part of it. So, but every once in a while, I would I don't know where to go next. And then I would just say, and then ChatGPT would come up with the part. And ChatGPT's and then part was some sanitized bullshit. and it's a pain in the dick, by the way, to then change that. Because how ChatGPT and how all these things work is it reads through the entire document each time. It doesn't just remember stuff. So if you're down in the middle of your story and you're like, no, that's stupid. I don't, I wanted him to punch the guy in the face, and you're not doing that. By the way, that was a thing. I had I had this back and forth story, and this is just me messing around with two neighbors fighting, and I was trying to. These two neighbors are fighting, and they're going back and forth with pranks. Like one dude just flattens the other dude's tires, and then the next day the other dude paints the guy's porch black. It was stupid. But every single time I was trying to make ChatGPT be one of the neighbors and I'm the other one. So I'm sitting there trying to escalate the situation each step. And every single time his version, his character, his neighbor character would always try and squash the beef. I'm like, no, we're not squashing the beef. But the problem is that it pops up all the time. So it's
Is it anti-violence?
Yes, that's my point. It was anti-prank, for Christ's sake. And I'm like, and I actually asked ChatGPT, I'm like, why do you keep this is an escalation of a fight. You keep trying to squash it. Your character is angry. Your character wants to hit me. What are you doing? And he goes, well, I'm programmed to always to try and resolve conflict.
Oh,
you.
God,
exactly.
Christ.
And this is the tool that future writers are going to use. What story? Name a fucking story.
Seriously.
Any story that doesn't have conflict.
Oh my God. We're going to get Saturday morning PG-13.
Yeah. It's
Lassie,
so annoying.
1950s Lassie Nonsense.
Let's see.
What was that? What's that show with Opie?
Oh, yeah, exactly. We're going back to the fucking 1940s and 50s. Opie Cunningham. What the hell was his name?
Yes.
Opie. Mayberry.
Yeah, what was that stupid show? That's the shit. Because I remember,
yeah, that's where we're going back to.
I forget. This was when I was younger. We were watching TV, and my mom was watching Lassie or something. And I'm watching the show, and I'm like, this is the most dull, boring nonsense I've ever seen. And even my mom turned to me, it's like, when I was younger, this was actually exciting, but this is really dull. I'm like, okay, at least you said it, because oh my God, this is brutal to watch.
Okay.
Like, it's not even funny. Like, I could, like, even today, Honeymooners is still hilarious.
Yes. Yeah.
But
yeah, it was well written.
But
and by the way, it was because there was conflict, and Ralph kept threatening to punch his wife in the mouth the entire time.
Oh my God!
ChatGPT would have none of that.
I was gonna say, would it censor the honeymoons?
Let's see what
even though it's said in jest, people will take that shit seriously. That's not female violence. Is not funny. Yeah, it is.
Do you know how many times he smacked Norton in the back of the head? ChatGPT won't allow that.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so after this guy starts listening to the voices on the radio, the voices are some ancient beings, and he goes into a meditative state and wakes up in a world.
Wait,
and
I thought ChatGPT. I thought this was going to read it.
I am. I'm just setting up where we are.
Okay.
As he marveled at this extraordinary vista, his attention was drawn to what he initially mistook for birds. However, upon closer inspection, he realized that these creatures bore little resemblance to any birds he had ever seen. They were ethereal and otherworldly, with iridescent wings that shimmered like opalescent gemstones. These winged beings glided gracefully through the air, their bodies adorned with intricate patterns of iridescent
There's just too much
scales that
description.
glistened with a
Jesus
mesmerizing
Christ.
array of
Is
colors.
something going to happen? Is somebody going to die? Is somebody's eyes going to be poked out?
Can you just...
These winged beings glided gracefully through the
I was
air,
trying to skip
their bodies
down.
adorned with intricate patterns of iridescent scales that glistened with a
Dude,
mesmerizing
I was
array of
trying for a
colors.
horror story.
Their eyes were pools of wisdom and curiosity.
Oh my God.
They filled the air with a harmonious
Everything is a description. Their wings were glistening with pearls of iridescence. The eyes are black as night. Oh my God, we get it.
The boundaries between reality and imagination.
So for a lot of this, what I would do is, okay, so I'm in this world, like I'm participating in this, but I keep trying to take it to like dark places. And then ChatGPT, and then I would just throw it to ChatGPT. So I would set up a scenario like, there's a deep fog and there's growling noises coming from the fog, and the character, because he's a moron, walks into the fog, and the character will walk into the fog, and what will he find? A fluffy puppy or some because as soon as you throw it over to ChatGPT. Now here's the other thing. If you decide yourself to just write the entire thing yourself, like here's the information, just rewrite it, that's great too. However, like I said with the neighbor story, if I came up with a thing where I like punched the neighbor in the face, ChatGPT would just be like, violates copyright, violence, blah, blah. Fuck you.
Wow.
People punch people in the fucking face. See, this is the thing. Everybody's worried about AI taking over the world. And here's the thing. They're not going to take over the world and be our overlords and shoot us in the face and make us into slaves. No, they're just going to sanitize everything. It's gonna be like Demolition Man, where we're hiding in the sewers eating rats to get away from the sanitized bullshit. You can't curse.
Well, oh my God, Demolition Man is so on point right now.
Oh, 100%.
Jesus Christ.
100%. The only thing you can eat is Taco Bell, and you get fined 1 credit for every curse. And if you curse multiple times in a row, which you can't do on YouTube, by the way, if you curse multiple times in a row, your algorithm, you get taken out of the algorithm, basically, which is why we're not getting anywhere with this. Because I don't just say, I say, God damn. Anyway, There's just no way to get ahead if you can. And I don't understand the problem with cursing. These
because it's not for children. Everything's got to be for children. Even though there's a YouTube for children, you got to make this for children. Everything's got to be for children. For the children.
Anyway.
It's all about the children. The children. The children.
We should at one
Think about
point.
the children.
We should at one point set up ChatGPT and like, create our own thing back and forth. We're not going to do it today because I'd have to log into the account and all that bullshit. But and just so you can see the sanitized bullshit that you have to go through. You can trick it into doing things, but if you're sitting there trying to write a story, your creativity is shot if all you're doing is thinking of ways to trick it into writing something.
See, you know what this is going to do? It's going to cause people like me to create our own AIs, and that's
I can't wait. Start doing it, please.
It's gonna connect to the internet. It's gonna Ultron its way into destroying the world.
Yeah, I mean, right now the image creators are they're not safe for work stuff. I don't know. I haven't messed with them enough to know. I mess with Stable Diffusion a lot because you can do whatever you want, but I haven't messed with the image creators online. Now I understand they're not safe for work stuff. It excludes nudity.
Oh, I didn't even mess with the online ones because
I didn't either.
The first one that I was told to try was Midjourney, so I was like, okay, Midjourney, $20 a month. I'm like, fucking hell, just
they're doing other. I watched a bunch of videos. So there's Microsoft is coming out with their own assistant thing, and inside that assistant is going to be built in one of these image creators. So now you can just say, now you can just make it. Well, here's my question. I know it's not going to do nudity. Fine. We'll find other ways. Like just found its way on the internet. I have no doubt will make its way into this stuff somehow. So I'm not worried about that. But if I want to create an image with a demon ripping out the spine of some dude, am I going to have a problem with that? Or is it going to be like, violence?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's stupid. Anyway.
I do know one thing that was pretty cool, but it's Adobe, of course, $56 a month, but they have this thing where, like, let's say you take a picture and you got half of it. Mm-hmm. And if you click on the picture and then you extend it to off the picture, it will automatically generate the rest of the picture.
Oh, is it the one where the good dude turns the car?
Huh?
Oh my God, I got to show you that one too. There's one where you have a picture of a car facing forward and you click like a little red dot on the front of it. And you click a blue dot on the side and it drags the picture. So basically repositions the car to the side.
Oh no, it won't reposition anything. It'll just create more of the picture. Like, let's say you have a picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa and you extend it, it'll show like the rest of the grass or what's to the, it'll make up its own version of what's to the right of the picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
You know, it's Pisa, right?
Pizza, Pizzaza, Pazuzu. That's what it is.
Because the Leaning Tower of Pizza sounds delicious. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's called Drag Gan because they tried to make it sound like Dragon. Oh boy. And I'm not going to go to their official website. I'm going to go to this dude. This is the video I watched. I think this is pretty cool because once they put this into Stable Diffusion, which I hear people are working on, this is going to make it even better. Hang on, let's get rid of this dude. Okay, here, check this out.
Oh shit,
dude, it's awesome. You start with just the regular image, and then it moves the stuff. Like all you do is tell it what you want to move. Now it distorts the image because it's not very good right now. But eventually you're going to be able to take the same character, make whatever. Now, if you try and make the character, do something with the character, it kind of distorts the character a little bit.
Well, that's how
I'll show you.
That's how they do movement on like my character. I'm not moving. When I move my mouth and that, it's not the character moving. It's just the image being distorted.
whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it. Yeah, same thing here, but but if you change it too much,
Yeah,
it
it's gonna
changes the
distort
character
the picture
completely.
completely. Yeah.
Well, there's one. I wonder if if we'll get to that part. There's one part that's kind of funny, but okay. So it's turning
Yeah.
the character, By the time it gets to the side, it looks pretty good, but it's almost like a different character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's still, I mean,
Yeah, now it's complete, but still just a.
yeah. Oh, this part, dude, watch this.
Oh no.
I mean, I think I didn't see the difference. I think these two characters look exactly alike. But so because it's using whatever data it's trained on or whatever, but that was so it changes it completely. But then there was one with the car, which is not in this video, I guess. It was probably in a different video I watched, where they took the car and car was facing forward, and then they stretched it and then the car is facing sideways, and it looked good. Like it didn't look like a distorted car. I'd have to find that one next to the. See, these are the parts. Like, I wish it was an easy way to edit out these parts of our stuff, because that kind of kills the video. Like, if I was watching something, like if we were watching Joe Rogan, right, and Jamie wasn't there, and he had to pull it up each time, so it took him like 15 minutes to pull up the video each time, it would suck.
Well, that's why he's got Jamie and.
I know we need a
guy to do
producer.
it. Yeah,
We need a producer.
You gonna pay a producer?
No, we need an
Sorry.
intern. Let's call up Mikey and see if he wants to come. Let me see.
What did you see the last one he did? The last Joe Rogan with Hulk Hogan. Like Hulk
Yes.
Hogan would talk about something, and the Jamie would automatically bring it up. Hulk Hogan was like, "How do you do that?" Right?
Yeah. Hogan was the typical old dude. Like, what is that? A computer? But yeah. No, I like that episode. I didn't think I would, because
Yeah, seriously, I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be kind of goofy, but Hulk Hogan's like he's a good orator.
Yeah. He was entertaining. They didn't get into all the interesting stuff, but I guess he's trying to leave that stuff behind.
Yeah,
I'm sure you know about the him sleeping with his friend's wife and shit.
well, he did briefly talk about it.
All he said is basically that there was controversy.
Didn't he say? What did he say?
I don't know.
Oh, I totally forgot what he said. But he said something. Oh no, that was I think it was Bubba the Love Sponge. What that was the guy.
Bubba the Love Sponge was the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched his video.
Oh, wait, the porn video?
No, I didn't watch the video. Him talking about it. There's a video of him talking about it, like how it ruined his life and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And so on.
Yeah, he didn't talk about that on Rogan though, which would have been interesting. The other thing I noticed, I don't know if Rogan was like either dismissing him at certain points or intimidated by him in some way, like just because I don't know. He seemed to look at he seemed not to look at Hulk Hogan the whole time. Like he kept looking at what's his face, the other dude, the comedian, the whole time. I thought anyway.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was only listening. I wasn't really watching.
Yeah,
because I forget what I was doing. I was probably playing some video game while listening it.
Yeah, I'm still looking for this stupid thing. I'm sorry. Anyway, I wanted to show you the car, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's just so much cool shit that you can do on this thing, but I'm trying to take one step at a time because you could start one thing and then jump to another thing, completely forgetting about the first thing, and then jump to another thing.
Dude, that's
like the dangling keys thing. It's like, oh, these are dangling keys. Then there's all dangling keys over there. Oh, another bright and shiny thing over there. It's like I'm trying to focus on one thing at once.
Yeah. It's I know. But dude, that's all I'm doing. I'm not getting anywhere with any of this stuff because of this. But this one
I got the AI working, so now I want to try and get it to speak, and then from speaking, then I'll hopefully try and get it to interact with the AI mod, with the VTuber model.
Yeah. So far I'm concentrating. Share my screen while we're talking here. So far I'm concentrating on just trying to create YouTube videos and stuff and content and stuff, but I want to get into that too. I just haven't bothered. I mean, I think
Oh,
that looks
that's pretty
pretty
good.
cool,
I-
especially when you combine it with stable diffusion and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm. And
And
all
they
he's
don't.
doing is just putting one dot to another dot. He's not
Yep,
like,
that's all he's doing. And you could also mask it. So if you only want the face to move and not the rest of the body and not the rest of the picture, you can mask just the face, which is cool. Apparently, this came out before Stable Diffusion, and they let me see, yeah. Anyway, so it hasn't been worked on as much, but they're talking about like once they incorporate this in Stable Diffusion, you use this to move the thing around, and then you can put it back in Control Net to I want this pose, and you put it. I mean, it even opens the mouth and it fills in the mouth and stuff. The last time I tried it, now this is pretty cool because it's like how the fuck does it know just to do the dress and shit.
and why are you
But
going down?
yeah, yeah. You're going in the wrong direction, buddy. And I wish I could find the car, but the car is not. Can't find it for whatever
Well, I've
reason.
seen videos of people taking like old pictures,
Mhm.
like black and white old pictures, and they
Yeah,
put it into AI to have it move and speak and so on. And I
yeah.
think one guy was like so shocked because his mother it was a picture of his mother, black and white picture of his mother. She's been
Mhm.
dead for like so many years. And he didn't remember how she moved and everything. And when he saw the picture of her moving, he started going
Oh,
into tears and shit. Like, ah, kind of, my
wow.
feelings. And
Yeah.
All right.
Hang on. This one is from the actual people of this thing. So maybe it'll show better images. God damn it. So it just shows like going for making this smile.
and it's a completely separate program.
What do you mean?
This dragon, dragon.
Oh, you mean
Dragon is
do you
nuts.
install it on your computer? I don't know. I don't actually know. Oh, here's the one with the car. I thought this was good. Is it going to show it? God damn it, show it. Yeah, look at it. I mean, it changed the model of the car, but if you train it on the right stuff, it anyway. Because one of the things I'm struggling with because I'm trying to create, I'm just trying to create like sceneries and stuff like that, like characters. I can kind of do like this character I'm using on this thing.
Mhm.
I can kind of just do characters like that, but for the scenery and stuff, like what happens when the character, like you have a living room, right, with a couch, and the character moves across the room, right? Well, the problem is that if it's a flat 2D image, you could still make it work because that's fine. But to make it look better, you want to be able to see a little bit of the side of the couch. You know what I mean? Because he moved
Or
to that
just
side.
don't put in the couch. Like I play
Yeah.
a game where it has all these stories and it just pretty much shows a 2D image of the character as it speaks.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and the story is still good, but it pretty
Yeah.
much describes what it's doing.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
kind
guess
of why I decided to do like instead of doing it full animations, I think I'm gonna just do like motion comic style.
Mhm.
You know what I mean by that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, where it's basically comic book type stuff. Like this little movement, like the character will go from happy face to scared face kind of shit. But it just kind of morphs into that. You don't actually see it. And you can make the characters move and instead of the characters actually animated walking, they're just kind of going up and down in the background. It's just getting closer, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So little stupid tricks like that is what I'm going to wind up doing. But
I started seeing that on some of those war documentaries
Mhm.
that they'll take a picture and they'll zoom in on one part and then move like the image, so it makes
Yeah.
it seems like it's moving and go to another part of the image. And then when you after seeing the whole thing, you realize, oh, it was just one image and they just moved the
Yes.
camera around
Yeah,
instead of
but
like
they also there's other things I'm sure you've seen them where it takes a 2D or takes a 2D image and then messes with it so that way when you move it actually looks a little 3D.
Mhm.
But if you look close, like that example with the couch, if you look close, you could see the end of the couch kind of stretching
Yeah.
where so it's not exactly, but if you're just doing a quick thing where the character's running through a room, it's good enough.
Well, I mean,
But
you're not
anyway,
trying to create, Guardians of the Galaxy, you're just trying to
well,
tell
I
your
am.
own.
Dude, I'd love to.
Well,
I
good
can't
luck.
wait. I can't wait till this stuff gets that good where a doofus like me could just create Guardians. Like I said, I can't wait for the day where these chat bots and these things, because we got things now that can analyze videos. I don't know if you've seen that. You take a YouTube video, drop it into one of these chat bots, and instead of watching the video, it'll tell you what the video is about. In other words, it took the audio in, created text, analyzed that text. So instead of watching an hour on how to create, the AI thing you're doing, you drop this thing into the AI and you just go, give me step by step how to do this. And it just writes it out. But so I can't wait for the day where you could take all your old shows. Like I'll take all the stuff from the 80s. I'll take the A-Team, drop in every episode, train it on exactly each character, what the storylines are, and just go create another A-Team episode. Only make this one dirty.
Where somebody dies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Recreate every A-Team episode, but instead of every bullet missing and then just jumping out of the Jeep to safety, they all just get massacred. I think we should end it there.
Okay.
Let's something else.
No. All right.